You share a bed but feel miles apart. The spark is fading, the touch is gone, and silence is growing louder than ever. But here's the truth many won't tell you. After 60, your love life isn't over, it's just misunderstood. Stay with me because what I'm about to share could completely shift how you connect with your partner even tonight. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give us a like, and let us know where you're watching from in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Growing older doesn't mean growing apart, but many couples over 60 feel exactly that. One of the most overlooked yet destructive mistakes in mature relationships is neglecting emotional intimacy. As life slows down and routines settle in, it's easy to assume your partner just knows you love them. The children are grown. The careers are over. And suddenly you find yourself spending more time together but talking less than ever. Brain hears the science. Emotional connection is what fuels physical intimacy. Studies show that couples over 60 who continue to express affection, appreciation, and vulnerability are significantly more satisfied, both emotionally and sexually. Yet many fall into the trap of silence. They stop complimenting each other. They stop sharing dreams, worries, or simply asking, "How was your day?" Emotional distance grows. And when emotional connection dies, intimacy quickly follows. Woman health worker doctor's insight. Many older adults confuse routine with closeness. But just because you're in the same room doesn't mean you're emotionally connected. Ask your partner what they're afraid of, what they still long for in this chapter of life, or what memories bring them joy. These small emotional doors unlock physical desire in ways you may have forgotten. Sparkle's real tip: before bed tonight, don't reach for your phone. Reach for their hand. And say something you haven't said in years. "I love talking to you." Why this matters? Because intimacy after 60 isn't about stamina. It's about safety, laughter, listening, and trust. If you want to reignite the fire, you must first reawaken the heart. As we age, the bedroom often becomes a place for rest, television, or even storage. But here's what most couples don't realize. Your bedroom environment plays a huge role in your level of intimacy, emotionally and physically. Too many couples over 60 treat their bedroom like a waiting room for sleep. The lights are harsh. The air is cold. The TV is always on. There are piles of laundry, old medicine bottles, and sometimes even separate beds. And without knowing it, you've sent a loud message to your subconscious. This space is no longer romantic, it's just practical. Brain what science says. Environments trigger emotion. A cozy, inviting, private bedroom encourages closeness and vulnerability. Meanwhile, a cluttered, chaotic space causes stress and distraction, two of the biggest enemies of intimacy in older adults. Woman health worker doctor's insight. If your bedroom doesn't feel like a space for connection, then your relationship will struggle to feel connected. I've seen couples rediscover each other just by changing their environment. Soft lighting, warmer colors, clean sheets, scented candles. Small adjustments, big impact. Direct hit action step. Tonight, make one change. Just one. Turn off the TV. Light a candle. Or remove the clutter from the nightstand. When your space says, "You matter to me," your partner feels it, without a single word. Speech balloon what couples say. "I didn't know our room was making us feel so distant, until we turned the TV off one night and talked like we used to." How's the takeaway? Your bedroom should whisper, "This is our safe place." Because for couples over 60, intimacy thrives where intention lives. And often all it takes is reshaping the space around you to rediscover the warmth between you. You may not notice it at first. The cuddles fade. The nighttime kisses stop. You start sleeping further apart. Not because of a fight, but because it's just more comfortable that way. And slowly, almost invisibly, touch disappears from your relationship. But here's the truth. Physical touch is not just for the young, it's vital for everyone. Especially after 60, when affection becomes more about emotional safety than physical passion. DNA scientific perspective. When you touch your partner, hold hands, rub their back, rest your head on their shoulder, your body releases oxytocin, also called the bonding hormone. This hormone helps lower stress, reduce blood pressure, and boost feelings of trust and connection. Without touch, couples often begin to feel disconnected. Not because they've fallen out of love, but because their bodies are no longer reminded of that love. Woman health worker doctor's insight. One of the biggest mistakes I see in older couples is assuming that if there's no desire for intercourse, then touch doesn't matter. But non-sexual touch, like hugging, snuggling, or even a gentle pat, can do more to strengthen intimacy than many realize. Lightbulb practical tip. Try this. When you lie in bed tonight, instead of turning your back to your partner, reach out. Rest your hand on their arm. touch their shoulder. Just a few seconds of gentle contact can remind both of you, I'm here. You matter. Speech balloon real story. I thought we were just tired and getting older. But the first time I held her hand again during a movie, she cried. She said she'd missed it for years but didn't want to ask. Person in bed, the bottom line. Touch is a language. And when you stop speaking it, your partner starts to feel unheard. Bring back the little gestures. They're not little, they're life-changing. One of the most damaging things couples over 60 do, often without even realizing it, is compare their current relationship to the way it used to be. You might catch yourself thinking, we used to be so passionate. He used to look at me differently. She used to want me more. And slowly, those comparisons become silent accusations. You stop seeing your partner for who they are today and instead mourn who they used to be. It's a slow poison, and it kills intimacy from the inside out. Brain psychological insight. The brain naturally romanticizes the past. This isn't a flaw, it's human. But when you allow nostalgia to replace gratitude, you miss the beauty of the person aging beside you. Comparison shifts focus from connection to criticism. Woman health worker doctor's insight. I tell couples this all the time. Your love story is not a photograph, it's a film. And it's still rolling. Yes, there were passionate chapters. But this chapter, one of gentleness, humor, resilience, shared memories, is just as sacred. If you keep trying to relive the past, you'll miss the magic of now. Light bulb action step. Tonight, write down 3 things you admire about your partner today. Not 10 years ago. Today. Then tell them. Watch what happens. Speech balloon what real couples discover. When I stopped waiting for us to be who we were at 30, I realized how lucky I am to still have someone who laughs at my jokes, holds my hand, and chooses me, every day. Revolving hearts, the real message. Love after 60 isn't about returning to who you were, it's about honoring who you've become together. Don't let the past be a yardstick. Let it be a foundation. One of the biggest myths about aging is this: sex and desire just fade away after 60. Many couples believe it, so they stop trying. They stop touching. They stop talking about it, and they slowly give up on that part of their relationship. But the truth is powerful. Desire doesn't disappear. It evolves. And for many, it becomes deeper, more meaningful, and even more fulfilling than it ever was in youth. Brain, the science is clear. Studies show that older adults continue to experience sexual desire and satisfaction well into their 70s and 80s, especially in emotionally healthy relationships. What changes is the definition of intimacy. It's less about performance and more about closeness, comfort, playfulness, and love. Woman health worker doctor's insight. The problem isn't age. The problem is silence. Too many couples don't talk about what they want, what they miss, or what's possible now. They assume the spark is gone because their bodies change. But real intimacy is not about youth, it's about communication, curiosity, and connection. Light bulb, reignite the fire. You don't need a romantic getaway or expensive lingerie. Start with a simple question: what makes you feel close to me? That question can open a door you thought was closed forever. Speech balloon real story. She told me she missed being kissed on the forehead. I hadn't done it in years. When I did, she held my hand all night. That's when I realized, we never lost the spark. We just stopped feeding it. Rose, why this matters? Because intimacy is not just about sex. It's about being seen, heard, and held. And after 60, when life quiets down, your relationship can finally speak louder. If you let it. Clapperboard final thoughts. These 5 parts have shown you the hidden ways intimacy can fade, not because love is lost, but because it's neglected. Memo quick recap. Ignoring emotional intimacy. Treating the bedroom like just a sleeping space. Letting physical touch disappear. Constantly comparing your partner to the past. Believing intimacy no longer matters. Stethoscope, you deserve more. More laughter. More touch. More love. Age doesn't take those things from you, silence does. So talk. Touch. Transform. Direct hit. If this helped you, don't forget to like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for more heart-centered health education. Sparkling heart, thank you for choosing love, at any age. And there you have it, 5 powerful truths about intimacy after 60 that many couples wish they had learned sooner. If you've made it this far, I want to say this. Your relationship is not too old to grow. Your heart is not too late to love. And your life together can still be rich, romantic, and deeply meaningful. Too often, society tells us that passion belongs to the young. But what if I told you, true intimacy belongs to the wise? It belongs to the couple that has weathered storms. To the hands that have held each other through decades of joy and pain. To the eyes that still search for comfort in the same familiar face. So don't give up. Don't give in. Start talking. Start touching. Start loving, again. Rose, because the most beautiful chapter of your love story might just be the one you haven't written yet. Pushpin if you found the series helpful, please. White heavy checkmark like this video. Speech balloon, leave a comment. What part resonated with you the most? Bell, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more health, relationship, and emotional wellness tips for your golden years. We're here to remind you that aging is not the end, it's an invitation. An invitation to reconnect, to rediscover, to rekindle. Sparkling heart, thank you for watching, and may your days ahead be filled with warmth, laughter, and love that only gets deeper with time.